And there's only 4 reasons that people will ever purchase anything in their life.
I made money off of other people's mistakes. All the other companies that weren't paying attention to the customer. So if you look at the OTC products coming out, they don't have care when they are talking to a customer. They can't make a customer, they can't solve all the customer's issues with answers and be, ready, on the go, on the phone, or in the office to take care of them. And that's what I was doing with FUBU. I was taking care of my customer, and they will stay with you forever when you're doing that. And that's how I grew the company.
People are absolutely going to consume. But now, if you're a Sephora, you want to have an experience to have a woman come in and have her face and her makeup all done, and then know her buying habits, send her home, and then be able to have your salespeople consult and go on Zoom with them and know that you understand all the things she likes. Because now there's another way. You have a macro way of understanding what they buy. When FUBU was really popular, I sent it over to Macy's. I didn't know who bought it, why they buy it, why they didn't buy it, and how can I sell to them again? And the traditional way to sell to customers, there's only 3 ways to sell to customers.
Acquire a new one, upsell a current one, or make one buy more frequently. And there's only 4 reasons that people will ever purchase anything in their life. Number 1, to survive, food, medicine. Number 2, to be entertained. Number 3, to be educated. And number 4 is the most important, to pay somebody else to do something that they're too lazy to do themselves.
Get narrow and deep, go into a niche market and create a level of ambassadors that will follow you and talk about you till the day you die. And get narrow and deep. As entrepreneurs and A-type personalities in this room, everybody wants to create everything, and we want to be everybody to everybody, everything to everybody. And you look at somebody like a Kevin Plank, who will, Under Armour, who will do $5 billion this year, but for 10 or 12 years, he concentrated on one type of shirt. And when I was selling FUBU, when I first came out, I decided to go super narrow and deep. And you only do that by doing initial sales and starting to see who your customers are. We go on the Shark Tank and often we'll say, do you have sales? It's not because we want to know about this massive amount of money. We want to know, who's your customer?
People right now who have a brand, what is your brand? Is it making somebody, cry or laugh or sleep better at night or, scare them, whatever it is? You got to go back to the core and what your customer really wants. You have to be obsessed with your customer. You just really have to be obsessed with your customer. I think that's the best thing that entrepreneurs do. A lot of times they don't have these big visions, but a true entrepreneur does the best they can do for their customer today and wakes up tomorrow and does the best thing they can do for their customer tomorrow.
And then you start getting narrow and deep on your customer. Where are they? Are they on Instagram? Are they on LinkedIn? How are you advertising?
Every single product, every single brand, service, or whatever, you built some form of a community first. And because you want people to talk about your brand when you're not in the room. You want people to be ambassadors and go out there and share the information. And they're only going to get that when they have this one-on-one connection with you, not when they've been serviced by a provider who's trying to, work for 10 other people at the same time. So it's all about building community, building brand. And that's what people do. I mean, I call FUBU the first hashtag of clothing, right? But that's what you're doing today on Instagram and on social media. You have some people out there that have, 10,000 really amazing followers. You have some people out there who have 2 million followers that will never buy from them. Right?
And so when you start to understand your communication, you understand your pricing, you start to understand your product, and you get narrow and deep, that's when you have proof of concept. And that's the most important part. Too many brands try to do too much for too many.
And your customers who faithfully have been by you and will stand by you, you got to reach out and do the best you can for those customers. And I understand you got to take care of yourself as well, but they have supported you. And without customers, you don't have a business, period. So what are your core beliefs, and what are your customers' core beliefs, and how can you make sure you over provide for them?
When you have somebody who cares for you, you have an ambassador for life.
What's up? Now, it's the Shark DAYMOND John here, and if you're already here, I already know you're dedicated to bettering yourself and learning as much as you can. To learn even more, subscribe to my channel and make sure that you don't miss any of these valuable videos, and I will see you next time.